Moving on to the productivity zone. Now remember, the productivity zone is a set of cost centers that's designed to support, to do all the work behind the scenes to make the performance zone more productive, more efficient, and regulatory compliant. So it's a lot of different organizations: marketing, procurement, enterprise IT, supply chain, legal, administration, central engineering, customer support, quality control, human resources, facilities, and finance. And there may be more. But these are not organizations that you can build a large company without staffing these. So these are really, really important to get the work done. If you look at the work we're asking them to do, it's threefold. We're either saying to them, I want you to make productivity programs which make my performance zone more productive. I want you to produce systems which make my performance zone more efficient. Or I want you to maintain regulatory compliance to make sure that we all stay out of jail. And those are the three things those are the three key deliverables from the productivity zone. Now, when you look at the productivity zone, step back, the compliance stuff is not negotiable, but it's also not a big part of the equation. Most of the money in the productivity zone is spent on either programs or systems. And it turns out that we don't make crisp distinctions between what's a program and what's a system. And we lose an enormous amount of traction by doing this, and frankly, we waste a lot of money by not doing this. So the program systems distinction, again, this came out of the work with large corporations. We saw opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to do a lot more with a lot less if we maintained a discipline which said, are we doing a program or a system? And the key insight is they're not compatible with each other. So you think, well, really? So why is that the case? Well, if you look at programs, the key idea behind a program is to change the state of something. Now, when we get to systems, we're going to see it's to maintain the state. But a program is to change the state of something. You want to do that with a customized service. It's very user-focused. It tends to be user-funded. And if there's something about the program that isn't working correctly and the user's uncomfortable, you change the program to fit the user. The idea is to change the state of the participant in the program and kind of do whatever it takes to get that done. Contrast that with a system. A system is designed to maintain a state. It's designed to keep things running smoothly. So this is not customized. It's standard across the entire enterprise. It's not user-funded. It's centrally funded. And if there's a conflict between the user and the user is expected to adapt to the system. Whereas with a program, the program is expected to adapt to the user. So they're very, very different equations. And the key insight here is you want to manage them separately and not blend them. And it's kind of shocking if you care about this distinction and you start talking with your colleagues about it, you realize you blend them all the time. And when you blend them the time, you either get a program that's inefficient, or you get a system that's ineffective, and it's like, man, that's not what we want. So what you want to do when you're deploying in any of these productivity zone functions, when you're deploying outward-facing programs and systems, be very clear about which one you're doing, and be very clear about what its capabilities are and what they aren't. And so we think that what you want to do, since often you're going back and forth between programs and systems, is design kind of like an API. You know, the systems is sort of like the underlying operating infrastructure that you don't change, and programs are like the applications that go on top of an operating system that you do change. And if you keep that architecture in mind, the productivity of the productivity zone itself can skyrocket.